Welcome to your 5th grade celebration / graduation. All right, we are so excited to have you all here. We know that tonight your parents will be able to view with you. We have a lot to celebrate, a lot. But a couple of things I want to say before we start. We're going to call you all the class of the Zoom. Yeah, you know what that means, right? You were the class that in 4th grade found out in March that you weren't going to finish your 4th grade year and you were going to come back as a 5th grader, that spent a lot of your spring and summer of 2020 in front of a computer, Zooming with friends and or teachers, correct? Meeting your new teacher. Do you remember doing that? Do you remember getting the video to meet your teacher for 5th grade? Yeah. You just had a whole bunch of firsts of doing things virtually. And so we're just really thrilled, number one, that you've been in school face-to-face all year, and that we get to celebrate you face-to-face today as we celebrate you as did you all know, the graduating high school class of 2028. Thank you. That was perfect. We planned that. That was time. All right, guys, if you will, look up at the screen for your year in review.
2, 3, 4.
What's next? Birds don't just fly, they fall down and get up. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. Then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. Yourself up, don't need to run so fast. Sometimes we come last, but we did our best. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. Then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. Then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. I'll start again. I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I won't give up.
between 10 and 20, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. I'm 22 for a moment, and she feels better than ever, and we're on fire, making our way back from Mars. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose. 15, there's never a wish better than this, when you've only got 100 years to live. I'm 33 for a moment, I'm still a man, but you see I'm a kid on the way, then a family on my mind. I'm 45 for a moment, the sea is high and I'm heading into a crisis, chasing the years of my life. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose yourself within a morning star. 15, I'm alright with you. 15, there's never a wish better than this, when you've only got 100 years to live. Half the time goes by and suddenly you're wise. Another blink of an eye, 67 is gone, the sun is getting high, we're moving on. I'm 99 for a moment, dying for just another moment, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. 15, there's still time for you. 22, I feel it too. 33, you're on your way. Every day's a new day, yeah. Time for you, time to buy and time to choose. At 15, there's never a wish better than this, when you've only got 100 years to live.
Another turning point, a fork in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test, don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it is worth worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. I hope you had the time of your life. Time of your something unpredictable, in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Okay, boys and girls, are you ready? That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Many of you haven't changed very much. Okay, so we are going to get started with all of the awards that we have for you in your time at Sonora. So we're going to start, and some of them we're going to have you stand up, and some of them we're going to have you come to the front. So it'll just vary, so just listen to see what we're going to have you do. We're going to have awards for those who have finished Lexia. We're going to have awards for those who have finished ST Math. We're going to have the Presidential Awards. We're going to have perfect attendance. We're going to have Girls on the Run. Just got all kinds of awards. So are you ready to get started? Awesome! Awesome! Okay, Mr. Worthy, do you want to come and give your East Awards?
Do you need me to man that?
All right, guys. First off, before we get started, I kind of want to recognize everybody that's ever been in East, from summer camps and kindergarten all the way up until the 5th grade. If you have been in East at any point in time, please stand up. Cool. So these guys have been working with our community, working with technology to help solve problems, and it's been really awesome. So let's give them a hand. Also, I kind of want to recognize our conference team members this year. Every year in March, we go to something called East Conference. It's usually held in Hot Springs. And it's where we get to showcase all of our projects, and we receive a couple awards, and it's a big celebration. The thing that's kind of stunk is the last 2 years we haven't been able to go to Hot Springs. But we've had a great team that's represented digitally. This year we were kind of on a Zoom conference. Last year we received the Founders Award, so a lot of these kids were a big part of that. So I would like our conference team members for this year and last year to go ahead and stand up. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. We got Brian Mondragon, Miles Boomer, Hadley Whittle, Catherine Eby, Nayeli Rodriguez, River Province, and Sophia Navarrete. And they have all received a Difference Maker coin, and this is something that we did really special in Springdale. So if you take a look, they have all received one of these, and if you ask them, you guys can sit down if you want. But on one side, it has East Homecoming, because that was our conference theme this year, and then on this side, it has our Springdale East logo. And I'll just kind of read to you what this says. This token of service honors the individuals who have made a significant difference in their local community while thriving during a historical global pandemic. Thank you for your innovative thinking, your humble efforts, and your constant persistence in making school and our community a better place. And so they all received one of those, and those are, there's only been like 200 made, so those are pretty cool. But one thing that I really enjoy doing each and every year is, we have four pillars of East, and our kids know what those pillars are or what they mean. There's community involvement, there's growth, there's sophistication and innovation, and all of these aspects that make part of East. A lot of people think from the outside looking in, hey, East, you go in there and you play video games, or you make video games, or you fly drones. It's problem solving, and it's problem solving in our community. And this year has been unlike any other year because what's been the big problem the whole world has had to face? COVID, and it stinks. But they've been able to do a lot of things to help with that in the last 14 to 16 months. And so we wanted to recognize 4 kiddos that represent the 4 pillars of East. And so I'm going to call you guys up, and you 4 will get a certificate, and we'll take a picture from that guy. So the first award is our Innovation and Sophistication Award. This certificate is awarded to the East student at Sonora Elementary who grows beyond all expectations. Personal growth is the most important pillar of the East model, which this student exemplifies day-to-day improvement and continues to hone their craft by setting lofty goals. They keep the team on track and rarely take a day off. And so this student, they came to us last year as a new student. They, at first were very, very quiet. They felt out of place. And they had big shoes around them that were technology wizards. And this guy came in and he hit up SD Math, he hit up Lexia, he created some really cool solutions to problems. And so we're going to give this award to Caden Sykes. So our next award is the Community Outreach and Collaboration Award. This certificate is awarded to the East student at Sonora Elementary who strives for a strong relationship with their community and serves as a positive agent for change. They are unafraid of breaking down the 4 walls of the classroom and seeking out the major issues in the real world. They are essential to the team because they put others before themselves. And this student also came to us from a far-off location. There was a language barrier because no one really understood what she was saying. But she embraces her community, a new community. It's not the South, southern Louisiana anymore. It's now up here in Northwest Arkansas. And she has been helping our community immediately on so many different levels, from starting a business to helping those around her to being a leader. And so we're going to recognize Katie. Cool. All right, so our next award is the Student Growth Award. But this student growth is huge. Like, everybody asks, what do you need to do to be at East? What do you have to do to stay at East? And my big thing is you have to be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. You're always growing, you're always improving. And a lot of that is we talk to your teachers and say, hey, who's grown the most? We look at your math scores. I don't care how high you are or how low you are. I want to see how much you've moved throughout the year. And that's usually, the thing that gets you into East. This student came in very quiet, and they were in the shadow of an older sibling who was very, very active in East, was an ambassador on the conference team, had received national recognition for their efforts in East. And this person came in and started off very quiet and very timid, but probably the most loyal person in this room. Had to have some big discussions with team members when sometimes maybe not so much a rule was being broken, but maybe it wasn't the best idea for the team. She stood up and kind of put them in their place in a little bit. And they've grown a ton just as a leadership, but also with confidence. And this goes to Quinn Spurlock. Cool. And then our last award is the overall Outstanding East Student Award. And this certificate is awarded to the East student at Sonora Elementary who exemplifies all three areas of the East model. They are creative and innovative with their problem-solving skills. They embrace the local community as an East client, and they foster growth not only themselves, but the students around them. The student represents the East program at Sonora Elementary at the highest level of excellence. This person, since they have joined East, they've hit the ground running. They have made East their baby. Like, they have started off with East being a small infant, and they've nurtured it, they've helped it grow, and now they've been able to have East be this big, huge part of their life. And I'm really excited to see not only where she goes next year, but where all of these guys go next year. Because you get to do East for the rest of your life, if you would like, at least in school, because they have it at Sonora Middle School, they have it at J.O. Kelly, they have it at SOI, all the way up into high school, and even in college. But our overall Outstanding East Student Award goes to River Providence. Awesome, so those are all the East Awards I have. So let's give them one last round of applause. All right, our next awards that we'll be giving today are the Girls on the Run Award. I also got to help coach this year. With it being a pandemic, only 2 schools in Springdale had Girls on the Run teams. Usually that number is like 14 or 15. But us, HAR-BER, I believe, was it HAR-BER? I think it was HAR-BER. We had 2 teams, HAR-BER had 1 team, so we had 24 girls in the school participating in Girls on the Run. And basically what Girls on the Run is you meet twice a week for about 16 weeks. And yes, there is some running involved, but it's really about building confidence and learning about the challenges that you may be currently facing as a young lady, but also the challenges that come up in middle school, junior high, high school, and early life. You're probably like, where are the year, dude? Why are you coaching Girls on the Run? As a dad of 2 young girls, I really feel like this initiative and this group really helps build people to become better versions of themselves. And so we're going to recognize our 5th grade girls that participated this season in Girls on the Run. They met, again, twice a week for 3 hours total, and then they ended the season with running a 5K, which is 3.2 miles, out in the soggy grass of the cross-country course behind Sonora Middle School. So, you ladies, come on up and receive your certificate. First off, we have Kaya Ashmore. Jade Vaughn. Bailey Kirkendall. Jalen Garcia. Ty Connor. And Kyra Guadarrama. Let's just pose for a picture. Oh wait, nobody has a camera. Just kidding. All right, thank you, good ladies. One more last round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Worthy. Okay, so the next set of awards we have are our Lexia completers. So those who have finished. Oh, Ms. Calderon, would you like to do honor choir?
I did honor choir in 4th grade. Does that count as an award?
Hi guys. Okay, so if you were in honor choir this year, stand up. Okay, so these are our honor choir veterans. They were members of any class I ever did last year, so they kind of knew what I was doing. And this year, choir was real rough. Well, not rough, it was tough, because we didn't start until like a month ago. And within 4 weeks, these kids put together 3 songs that were performance ready. I've never had had a group of choir kids work so hard. And so now all 3 songs have been recorded, and they're on the choir Facebook page if you want to watch them. They're really good. One of them, there's not even music to the background. It's all a cappella, and they're stomping, and it's really cool. So, those of you who were in choir this year, well done. If you were in choir last year as well, stand up.
I was in last year.
Cool. Now, these kids didn't get to finish the choir year last year. However, y'all are some choir kids in my heart, and all of you, you guys are amazing. Well done. Do choir next year.
Okay, now I think we are ready for the Lexia completers. So if you have completed Lexia, you probably got a certificate earlier, or maybe you didn't. That's okay, because we got another one for you, and then we wanted to make sure to recognize you. So when we call your name, if you'll please come up to Dr. Steuben and you'll get your certificate. We have Leslie Acosta. Gabby Alvarenga. Ruby Araujo. Diana Vela. Jackson Baird. Abby Benson. Miles Boomer. Connor Brandenburg. Tucker Caldwell. Jamina Chodgoya. Chloe Klein. Lathan Copeland. Katie Evie. Lathan, did you come up? Oh, okay. Thank you. Gabe Elliott. Hannah Gaines. Madison Goss. Ty Grisby. Paxton Hallmark. We may have to take 2 big steps to your left. Connor Henry. Gavin Jones. Gavin Kessner. Alec Ledesma. Go ahead and take 2 more steps to your left. Big ones. Awesome. Woo! Hey, Jackson Lutar. Dylan Lopez. Hiam Mia. Brian Mondragon. Sophia Navarrete. Mason Parrington. Joanna Rain. Oh, I love it. Caden Sykes. Quinn Spurlock. Emily Teagle. Lizette Valdez Diaz. Jaden Vaughn. Hadley Whittle. And Leighton Zuber. And Elizabeth Araujo. Woo, wow. Wowie, wowie. Wow. Right. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get y'all in there. Oh, let's do 3 hoots on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, amazing job. Head on back. Okay, we're ready for some ST math. Oh, look, kiddos, you're gonna get Gigi. Oh, I know you're so excited. Oh, that's the best. Okay, let's start with Miss Price's class. That'd be great. Tucker Caldwell. Connor Henry. Jamina Tagoya. Gavin Jones. Kimberly Leslie. Mason Parrington. Nayeli Rodriguez. And Steven Sanchez. Hey, awesome job. Let's give them another round of applause. Thank you so much. Good job. Hey, we're going to go with Miss Evie's class now. We have Leslie Acosta. Gabby Alvarenda. Theo Aram. Ruby Araujo. Diana Vela. Connor Brandenburg. Gabe Elliott. Hannah Gaines. Madison Goss. Tyra Guadarrama. Xander Hall. Alec Ledesma. Dylan Lopez. Cole McCoy. Sophia Navarrete. Joanna Rain. Daniela Sandoval. So sorry, honey. And Emily Tickle. Hey, let's give them another round of applause. Okay, thank you so much. You may go back to your seats. Hey, Miss Worthy's class. We have Jackson Baird. Abby Benson. Christian Gutierrez. Paxton Hallmark. Jackson Lutard. Hiam Mia. Caden Sykes. Trayson Turner. And Hadley Whittle. Okay, let's give them another round of applause. Okay, we have Miss Morris's class. We have Kaya Ashmore. Maggie Bacundo. Gavin Kessner. Brian Mondragon. Jaden Vaughn. And Lathan Zuber. And Lathan will get you your Gigi. We're one short. We're one short. Okay, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll keep it rolling. The Amazing Shake. So how many of you participated in the Amazing Shake? We had, stand up if you participated in the Amazing Shake. We had a few of you. And then we had 2 people go and represent Sonora. So if I had those 2 people come to the front, Miss Evie and Mr. Miles, Mr. Boomer. And Mr. Worthy, you went with them, correct? So, Mr. Worthy, you want to come and tell them a little bit of what they did? Because they represented us well, I know.
So the Amazing Shake is an event that's we were partnered up with a lot of the local art centers in Northwest Arkansas, but also with Camp War Eagle. Excuse me. And so there was 2 different divisions. There was the after-school program division that goes through their ozone program, and then the in-school division, which is what represents you guys. And that was something new that they did this year. And they kind of have to go through a gauntlet of challenges, and it's like putting them out into the community to where they can communicate, shake hands, introduce, and it was really fun to watch. We started off at the Jones Center, and the first thing literally was a gauntlet where they had, I think it was 30 minutes, and they went to like 25 or 30 different stations. And it was everything from, they had a podium put up, and they were the President of the United States for 60 seconds, and they had to answer a barrage of questions. Another one was they had to answer a knock on the door, and it was this crazy man selling silverware to them, and they had to politely and nicely say, "No thank you," and move along. They had to sell smoothies, I think, to a random person. They had to deal with an angry customer who had their meal incorrect. And they also had to rock a 20-foot runway. And Miles Boomer rocking a runway is the most glorious thing I've ever witnessed in my life. And then they went on and they got to meet some local community leaders. They met Megan Godfrey, who's a senator for the state of Arkansas. And they kind of had, it's kind of like speed dating, where you had 60 seconds and you go around and you talk to different people. They had Miss Arkansas there as well, I believe. And you know, for people like me, I don't like talking to people one-on-one. I'd much rather talk to kids. But there I'm going to talk to adults that have real lives and are successful and stuff like that. And you know, they performed very, very well. It was everyone from like 4th grade up into 7th grade, 8th grade, I believe. And so we're some of the youngest kids there, and Miles and Kate did an excellent job of representing Sonora Elementary. And I know they want to do it again next year. You guys will all have the opportunity to do it next year, and we're looking forward to it because it's a lot of fun.
Implementers of a program called TRACK. And it is started in California, and Dr. Steuben got in contact with the CEO after watching a TED Talk and a podcast about hearing about it. So we got in touch with, his name is Ari, and many of you have already started getting involved in TRACK. But we had some students who were early implementers of it, and we're going to call them to the front because they were our ambassadors. And this is a program that we're the first elementary school in the world to have access to this, because it only way you can get access to it is if your parent pays a membership each month. But Dr. Steuben talked to Ari, and Ari went, well, yes, I want to work with your school. And they...
First public school, not even elementary. Not even elementary.
Yeah, it just complete. So first public school. So there are a couple other now, but we were the ones who are the ground up. So we did all of the work for that. So we would like to recognize our TRACK ambassadors. Maddie Goss. Good job. Sophia Navarrete. Connor Henry. Tucker Caldwell. Lathan Zuber. Miles Boomer. Emily Tickle. Leslie Acosta. Paxton Hallmark. Hayden Sykes. Jackson Bear. Hiya Mia. Quinn Spurlock. Hadley Whittle. Katie Eby. And Lathan Copeland, but he's not here, but we wanted to recognize him anyway. So I give them a round of applause. So I want to make sure that I thank these students, because we've worked pretty close together over the last few months, and I told them that they were going to be the leaders, that it was not myself, it was not Dr. Steuben. Their teachers knew nothing about TRACK. Your teachers knew nothing about TRACK on purpose. I wanted them to be the ones to teach all of you, because it is a program for kids, created by kids, for kids. And so they had huge responsibilities, and they knew that going into it. I told them they could skip out if they wanted to, but every single one of them took this job and did exactly that. So the success of TRACK has to do with these kiddos right here, and I'm very, very proud of what they were able to accomplish. So thank you. Okay, so, sorry, this is impromptu. Evidently, we don't do that well.
Boys and girls, as Ms. Hendricks just mentioned, Ari Neymar, who is the founder and the CEO of Tract, we were the first school. He received several messages and several emails, but he reached out to me and he agreed to let us be the first school. As Ms. Hendricks said, the only way kids get to be in this is if their parents do pay a monthly fee. And you know what that fee is? $250. He gave it to each of us, each of you at our school, for $0. Because he wanted to give you the experience. So if you would help me out, you're going to look over at Miss Whittle. No, she is not Ari, but she is going to videotape you saying, "Thank you, Ari," and I'm going to send it to him, okay? On the count of 3. Are you ready? Can everybody look over at Miss Whittle, not at me? Miss Whittle, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, guys. Okay, perfect. Awesome. He'll love that. Okay, so now we're going to move into some other very special awards. Now, if you had older siblings, you may have seen them get a very nice certificate with a letter from the president and a little pin. Well, Ms. Hendricks did it just like I always do it. I started in January. I put the order in for those certificates in March. And guess what? They're still not here. So that didn't work out the way Ms. Hendricks says it always works out. But I do have who is going to be receiving the Presidential Award for Excellence and the Presidential Award for Achievement. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about both of those awards. We're going to have the people come to the front. You will get your certificate and you will get your pin. It just may come in very special mail to you, either at your home or at school next year. Maybe I'll make a hand delivery next year. Wouldn't y'all just love that? Me walking through your hallways. I know.
Did it last time.
Okay, so here is how it works. We're going to start with the Achievement Award. And the achievement, because you didn't get to take ACT Aspire last year, we based it upon your math score. So I looked at your math scores, and then I had a percentage that I was looking at, and anybody who was above that percentage in either math or reading. So you could be above the 70th percentile in either math or reading. So for the Achievement Award, I would like for these students to please come to the front. In math, we have Eli Buford, Tanner Codwell, Tucker Codwell, Maggie Facundo, Cynthia Jebwa, Gavin Jones, Gavin Kestner, Alan Ledesma, Jackson Lutard, Max Lutard, Fletcher Mason, Hiya Mia, Brian Mondragon, Quinn Spurlock, Trayson Turner, Jaden Vaughn. We also have Elizabeth Araujo Martinez, Ty Grisby, Ella Hansinger, River Province, AJ Rangaramar, and Lizette Valdez Diaz. Woo, that's a lot of names. So these students will be receiving a certificate that will be signed by the president, and we'll have a letter from him, and also a pin that they can have with that as soon as I get it. It will have your name printed on it. So give them another round of applause. Thank you so much. You can go ahead and go see. Then our next award is the Presidential Excellence Award. This one, you had to meet that threshold in math, in reading, and in math. So you had to have both of those criteria in your reading and math. So a little bit harder, but still got a lot of names. Jackson Baird,
Anderson, Miles Boomer, Katie Eby, Cody Garvin, Madison Goss, Paxton Hallmark, Connor Henry, Sophia Navarrete, Nayeli Rodriguez, Emily Tickle, and Hadley Whittle. Okay, so you will also be receiving a certificate signed by the president with a letter and a pen. Okay? Excellent. Let's give them another round of applause. Hard work. Great job. Thank you so very much. Okay, to go right along with that, that's something really hard to get. Especially this year, in a year of a pandemic, is perfect attendance. But do you know the crazy thing is, we had a lot of kids who have perfect attendance.
I think more than we've ever had.
I think so too. So super job. Super job. Okay, so these people, if you will please stand when we call your name. Xander Hoff, Dylan Lopez, Aiden Ringwald, Paxton Hallmark, and Peyton Sykes. All boys, I'm assuming.
I noticed that lady. Girl.
Woo! Come on.
Yeah.
Great job, gentlemen. Excellent job. Okay, teachers, that concludes all of the wonderful awards, so we are passing it to you.
Maybe, a story about the endless potential in all of us. Written by Kobe Yamada, illustrated by Gabriella Baroche. Have you ever wondered why you are here? You are the only you there has ever been or ever will be. You have so much to offer.
Maybe you will invent something that no one has ever seen before. Maybe you will build things that reach high into the sky. Your life is yours. Try as many things as you can try. See as much as you can see. Wherever you go, take your hopes, pack your dreams, and never forget. It is on journeys that discoveries are made.
Maybe you will help others to see the beauty in each day, or maybe you will lift cheering crowds onto their feet. Do everything with love, follow your heart, and see where it leads you.
Maybe you are here to shine a light into places that have been dark for far too long. Maybe you will speak up for those who can't speak for themselves. Maybe you are here to help in ways that only you can.
There will be struggles, there will be fears, and it won't always be easy. At times, it will feel really hard, and you might make a mess of things. You might fall down. You may fail.
But you will also get back up, and you will rise a little stronger and a little taller, because there really is more inside you than you know. And this world needs your gifts, your talents, your big ideas. And maybe you are just getting started.
What if you are only scratching the surface of what you can do and who you can be? What if you have talents you haven't discovered yet? There is something powerful, even magical, about you.
You already have everything it takes to do big things. Maybe you have no idea just how good you really can be. And maybe you don't know how much you matter. But maybe, just maybe, the world has been waiting centuries for someone exactly like you.
One thing is for sure, you are here. And because you are here, anything is possible.